Alright, it's 8th of July 2024, and it's been a long time since I posted. Uh, so, here's a small update about my J preparation right now. It's going bad. I am absolutely cooked to the core in terms of today's slang. I'm getting cooked a lot. um, just a little recap of how the past 2 3 months were. I started working hard day by day, a bit by bit. I was lacking smart work because I was doing the same asses work, you know, every single time. And although it paid off a bit in the end, it wasn't the most ideal routine. I spent a lot of time, considerable amount of time on physics in the latter half and on chemistry in the initial half. And physics has, I have to say, it has improved quite a bit. So I wrote my advanced paper of my phase, which consists of electrostatics, current, electricity, and capacitors. Those three lessons, the paper yesterday. It was a 6 hour paper. So my paper one went really good compared to all my other papers which I've written in the past. I had gotten 80 in my paper one, which is new personal best for me in a paper one. My scores were 35 in physics, 38 in chemistry, I guess, and 7 in math. Although I should have scored around, say, 20 to 22 uh, to be in a good position right now. I just failed because I didn't know what to do because I know zero. I don't know shit in math. My physics was surprisingly good, 35, which was a good mark because number one, the paper was a bit tough. Physics part was a bit tough, and I guess I didn't do a lot of tukka type questions. That is, those jugaad type questions were in there. But थोड़ा बहुत मतलब thinking का process था. Thinking process was there, so I felt a bit okayish. I don't think I did many fluke answers and all. There was one question which I remembered solving in from archive, which was basically the I don't know, I don't remember. This is x I cap plus y j cap by x square plus y square into a is equal to the electric field, something like that. I remember the answer, but during the paper I felt guilty that I started solving it again and ended up getting the answer. So yeah. I realized that I was very weak in capacitors, so I still have some portions, some bits left. For example, forcing a dielectric into a capacitor, the force, that motion when there's two dielectrics here and you force, sorry, when there's two capacitors here and you force a dielectric, the force on that dielectric that's a small concept. There are a few concepts which I have left, but apart from that, physics I completed most of the theory. Still, I'm weak in potentiometer, Wheatstone bridge, post office box, and few concepts in quite a few concepts in capacitors. I mean, I didn't solve much in capacitors, so that's one drawback. I didn't solve much in capacitors. I didn't solve that many circuits. I guess that's why the mark was limited, because I felt that if I was able to get 35 in paper one, then 45 isn't a reach out of 60. So yeah. Nevertheless, I was pretty happy with paper one. Chemistry was decent, 38, 39, I don't remember. I could have scored more. I made a few silly mistakes, so I was like, okay, 47, 48 would be a good score, but ended up scoring 39. Max again was terrible because I didn't study for that at all. And paper two, I came into paper two a bit confident, a bit relaxed, and which was a big mistake. Paper two's physics was very tough. Not very, but it was considerably tough. The average score was around 18 or 19, I guess, in physics. I guess it was 18, no, 17 or 8. I'm not really sure. And I scored around 29. I told my friends I got 30. But again, the same marks. So I was pretty happy because, again, it was a tough thing. And there was one question which I just did it based off some guesswork, which I guess the logic I understood, but I didn't know how to properly express it, so I have to look back at those questions. Chemistry was a disaster in paper two. I was supposed to, the average score in paper 2 chemistry was 25, and I have the best faculty in chem, and I got 22. I feel, I don't know, I feel very embarrassed about that. And math, I got -1. No, I got 20, 24, 23. Math, I got -1, 23, and I think I got 30. I don't know, 29, 30. I don't know. You guys do the math. My overall score was around 130. So it was a moderate level paper. The average score was, I mean, not moderate, because I don't know, because the average score was 115, 16. So a good cutoff score would have been probably 145. 145 and above is a good score. That would get you or fetch you a rank in, say, the 50s out of 176 people. But now I'm expecting something like in the late 60s, 67 to 78 probably would be my rank. Uh, yeah, and my mark includes a key change, which I feel I've asked to a couple of people. So yeah, that's a plus for there as well. So yesterday, I came home after advance. I was chilled for a bitting. I mean, I was chilling for a bit. See, chill for a bitting. What the fuck, bro? Chill for a bitting. Wow. I was chilling for a bit. Then I slept. Woke up today at around 5:15, something like that. Had coffee and started doing a bit of electrics. What is it? Oh my, I don't know. I did electricity a bit. Uh, from DC Pandey, and then I did capacitors. I think I finished. As I said, there's a few concepts in capacitors which I didn't really do. A lot of theory from capacitors I did. A few questions from DC Pandey and electrics I did. Revised a bit of electrostatics, and then revised. I did a lot of questions from amines. Did a lot of questions from haloalkanes mains archive. So I went into my mains paper. I did my chemistry paper first, chemistry section, and I actually did a very bad, silly mistake that cost me 5 marks. So I'd gotten 71 or 72 in chemistry, and my actual mark should have been +5 of that. And I did another small mistake, which meant that I could have gotten around 83 in chemistry, 83, 84. Was it 83 in chemistry easily? So yeah, I was pretty bummed out. My physics was bare minimum. The average score was around 44, and my score was around 46, 47. I did a lot of mistakes, and physics paper was actually moderate. That is why the average was 44. Average in chemistry was 40, and I got 73. Should have gotten 83, but again, I was imperfect with my preparation, so I guess that's what I deserve. And maths, don't even get me started. I got 30 in math, 29. I just now looked it up. I thought I got 24. I told my friends I got 24, but I got in 30 in math. So overall comes around to 150. The average score was 147. That means that I have a rank in around 90s or 80s, say 85 to 89, which is pretty bad considering that it was a very scoring paper. That's a problem which I feel. I've understood that trend for the past few chapters, that whenever there is a tough paper, I am able to score well. For example, my electrostatics chapter test, so it was a moderately tough paper. I wasn't able to score well, but I was able to get a rank in 60s, what, 66 or something like that, and I scored, I think, 79 or 81. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of forgetful nowadays. So yeah, so this was the result, but the journey through that, I had a lot of health issues actually. For the past 2 weeks, I felt like someone was sticking in an injection and sucking all of the energy out of my body. I don't know why. uh, no homo, just saying. um, I've been extremely tired, extremely fatigued, and mentally I was like, wow, I should just end this all. I was unable to do anything, and then I had this phase of like around 1.5 weeks where I was just constantly having fever, headache, sinus issues, and I think there was blood coming out of my mucus. There was blood coming out of my nose, blood coming when I was coughing and stuff like that. I consulted the doctor. There was an infection, And yeah, they said that my health was a bit bad, my blood pressure is high, so there's a lot of things going on. So hell, I wasn't available because of my health issues, but nonetheless that should not account into my performance. My preparation, I wasn't smart enough, I was very underconfident, I should have prepared well. But overall, it's a very, very, very slight improvement. And when I mean slight, it's a very slight improvement. It's not a huge improvement. Again, I perform poorly in easy tests and I perform well in tough chapters, tests, tough environments. I hope JEE Main 2025 isn't. I hope it's a very tough paper, especially in math, mains and advanced, because that is something that actually tests you, challenges you, and that wouldn't cause any of the chaos like what happened this year. But again, whatever I say is not going to affect the NTA directors, so I just hope they don't put me in a bowl of spaghetti and roll me up like a sausage. I don't know what even I'm saying right now, but again, that's the amount of wow, I forgot what I was about to say. Nevertheless, that's how my face was. Starting with my physics preparation today, I don't know. I have to do that, and yeah, I don't watch. I used to watch Hajime no Ippo. Stopped that 2 months, 2.5 months ago. Listened to music a bit, which I should stop. Stopped watching Brain Rot, Skibidi Toilet, all that. I stopped watching that, and yeah, I should, I guess, stop contact with friends and all for some time. Yeah, that's it. I I don't know what to say. That's it. I guess I'm done. I'm beyond the stage of burnt out. My body, yeah, for the past 4 years, I've all every single day I've been just wanting for one peaceful day of sleep. I sleep today and tomorrow I wake up with no worries. That's not been there for the past 4 years. If you've followed my channel, so yeah, let's hope phase 6, which ends in around August first week, has something in store for me. But again, huge issue. I have a shit ton of backlogs which I need to clear side by side. So I have to focus on that as well. And I don't know about my health. I don't know where it's going to lead now. For now, I'm just putting it aside. And anybody watching who has health issues, please focus on that. The reason why I'm doing this is because I've done this my entire life, so I guess so 1 year would not, another year puts me in the hospital bed for a month. I doesn't matter to me as long as I clear J advance. So just few steps away from father time would be fine for me right now. Anyways, so yeah, and by the way, I did not fail an exam, but I just passed barely in my computer science, which is something I should be ashamed of. Again, there's no time for that. I've been in this depressed phase for a long time. I don't know why, but again, let's see. I have to do phase 6 well, at least. I'm not gonna be jinxing anything by saying I want to score this much, blah blah bullshit. I just wanna fucking go, just work. That's it. And I've been having a lot of green tea. It helps a lot. So try that out. See you in the next update. Until then, it's Project IT. I forgot to say. I think I usually start the videos by saying, yeah, alright. Yeah, so, yeah, alright. Goodbye. Good night. Take care.